So feet shoulder width, standing nice and tall. And just try to relax. And imagine the top of the head floating up to the ceiling. Okay. Just bring your shoulders up to your ears and slide your shoulder blades down. Big round movements, just loosening off. Keeping your legs as relaxed as possible and feel the floor with the toes, side edge and heels. Okay. Deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Okay. Gently nod the head forward, releasing the breath. And gently rotate the chin from side to side. Bring the head back up and tilt, breathing out. And then forwards again to the chest. Roll down through the spine, bring your core in about 30%. Roll down through the spine. Allow the arms to hang loose. And touch the floor. Bend the knees. Nice deep squat and roll back up to the spine, breathing out. Release back in the back. Bring your arms up into a big Y shape. Slightly. Breathe out. Bring your arms down, chin to chest, roll back down through the spine. A little bit lower, deep squat. Stretch out the calves and the hamstrings. Breathe in, engage the core, release back. Rolling up into a Y. One more time, rolling down through the spine, into a squat. Get much lower with the hands. Bend the knees, roll up, release back in into your Y. Okay, bring your left hand up and stretch out the side. Bring your other hand up, stretch to the side. One more time, up and stretch. And change. Deep breath. So we're going to pick up your resistance band now. And we'll just do a few arm exercises here. So have the band across the chest here and hands approximately in line with your shoulders. So if you find this is too tight, just make the distance between the two hands a little longer. So we can just stretch the band out to the side. Bring your hands back in and stretch, breathing out. As you breathe out, remember to engage your core, shoulders down. So this is literally across the chest, opening up the chest muscles. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, last one coming up. Breathe in and out. Okay, bring the band out in front. Approximately the same distance between the hands. I'm going to warm up the spine, rotate around to the back. Breathe in, breathe out. So follow the hand with your eye. Keep the other hand in front as an anchor. And last one on each side. And okay, then above the head, wrap around the hands. Bring the hands directly above your head. And bring down onto your chest. And then up, and then behind the back of the head, keep the head still, drop the hands down, elbows down, bending your arms. So bend the arms on both ways, so in front and behind. Keep the elbows bent. Nice and breathing in, breathing out. One more time here. Alrighty. So wrapping around the hands again. This time I'm going to pull the draw towards the chest. Breathing in, breathing out, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice deep breaths. And one more. Okay. Moving forward onto your, let's say your right foot. Doesn't really matter if you have to do both. Put the band under your foot, front foot, knee over heel, back leg nice and straight. So just warm up with a few biceps. So breathe in and out. And remember to engage your core as you squeeze the band up. 3 or 4 more. And 2. Last one. Okay. Right, from here. Back leg now, you're going to twist onto the ball of the foot and bend the knee into a lunge position. As you bend the knee, biceps and release and knee bend. Almost as though you're about to kneel on the floor, but not quite touching the floor. You also feel a small stretch in front of the quad. And as you dip down, try to tuck your pelvis under. So you really feel that stretch more across the front of the leg. We'll do a couple more. And last one. We're going to hold this one. Hold this one. Squeeze the tuck the pelvis under. And release. Slowly change. And position yourself carefully. Strong position. Just warm up with some biceps. About 3 or 4 more. And 2. And 1. Then going onto the ball of the foot, the lunge position, dip that knee to the floor, bicep curl. Start to tuck the pelvis under and feel the squeeze in the front. 2 more. 1 and 2. Come here and do a couple of flies. Both feet in the band. If it's really strong, put 1 foot in the band. Bend the knees a little bit and just lean forward here, so look you're skiing. And from here, fly out to the side, breathing in and out. 2 more. 1 and 2. And put that on the floor. Go down on 2 knees. Then we're going to do a hip stretch now. 1 leg in front, knee over the heel, and push through the hip to stretch out the front of the leg. Slowly change, stretch out the other leg. Hand down the side for support and bring your head or chin down towards your knee. Feel the stretch in the back of that front. Change legs. Stretch out the other leg. Again, knee over heel. Push through the front of the hip. Stretching the hip flexors. Slowly change position. Toes up. Chin down. Head down to the knee. And stretch. Okay. We'll do 1 more stretch while we're on the kneeling position. Again, this is very optional, so don't do this unless you feel comfortable with it. So just want you to lean back to start with. Again, we're stretching these legs here. Slowly come back up. And repeat that. This time, lean slightly towards one heel. Change, and then change to the other side. And now, if you can, do both heels at the same time. So lean back to one side, lean back to the other, and push the hips forward, shoulders down. Slowly come back up. Onto your hands and knees. Let's go into a cat stretch. Cow. Back up into cat. Arching the spine. Into cow. Okay. Now, for those of you who've got balls, as long as they're not too high, can use this next exercise, putting one knee on the ball. So we're going to try and do the 4-point kneeling swimming exercise. Without the ball, you just simply extend one arm and the opposite leg, but keep your back flat like a table. And if you want to try the knee challenge, it's all about challenging stability. Obviously, you have to just work one side first, and then you keep the toe of the ball, one that's on the ball, on the floor for a bit of support. Helps you balance. And then as you get used to it, you can take your foot off that ball. Changing sides if you've got a ball. Make sure you're right in the middle and you're not on that valve. And again. Then you breathe out. Let's do 2 more. And there's that ball, and just stretch out your glutes now. So again, very optional. You bring one of your legs forward, stretch out the other leg, and squeeze your glutes. You can go as low as you like, stay upright, still feel a good squeeze in the butt. Lean forward, stretch right out into the floor. Try to relax. Slowly change. Do the stretch, of course, on the back. Again, take your time. Relax. Here, just go into a sitting position, somewhere towards the end of the mat. So that gives you a lot of space to roll back down. And again, if you've got your band, pick that up. And we'll just do a little bit of rowing, warming up the core and the oblique muscles. So again, you can keep this quite short. If it's too long, you don't have so much control. It gets very springy. So knees up nice and tall, back long, and take a nice deep breath in and just roll back towards the floor about 45 degrees. And scoop. Tall spine, and then get that C shape. So you're aiming to push, tilt the pelvis out, lower back. Just ease off any tightness you've got there. And the more you push your tummy in towards the back, the better. Okay, now we're going to go off to the side, drop the shoulder and the elbow, look towards each, and we'll do up to 5 reps on each side, and breathe in. Just breathe, and 2 more. And 1 more. Last one. Okay. From here, just roll yourself back down onto the floor. Okay, down to one side. And then go into a full body stretch. Lengthen the arms and the legs all the way out. And then bring yourself up. Feet towards your hips and knees to the ceiling. So here's where, if you've got a ball, you can do all of this on the ball. We're going to follow shortly with shoulder bridge. So when we do the shoulder bridge, you take the ball away. Okay. So from here, if you are using the ball, make sure it's right in the middle of your pelvis, not where your spine meets the pelvis. Okay, so right in the middle of the pelvis. You're going to balance there. Okay. So from here, hands behind the chest and roll up through the spine. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, putting the hands on the floor, bring your knees up and shins parallel to the ceiling. And we'll just do some toe taps. So start off with singles. So drop the toe towards the floor, but keep the angle, the right angle of the leg, as though it's a chair leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Really engage your core. You must squeeze those muscles to protect your lower back. Otherwise your back will start to ache very quickly. Carry on the singles or move into doubles. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more, 1 and 2. I'm going to move into the shoulder bridge now, so take that ball away. And again, keep the heels fairly close to your arms relaxed. I want you to relax those shoulders. So before we start, let's bring the hands up above the shoulders and reach for the ceiling to allow the shoulder blades just to come apart. And then drop the shoulders down, arms into the sockets. Lower the arms. Make sure your neck's in neutral, your spine is in neutral, so it's not too arched, it's not too flat. And then take a deep breath in, scoop your abdominals as you breathe out so you feel each vertebrae touching the floor as you go up. And breath at the top and trickle each vertebrae down, bone by bone, as you roll slowly back down on the mat, keeping your core squeezed in back into neutral. And do that 2 more times. Working your glutes, hamstrings, and your quads. Rolling back down, breathing out. Keep your hips level all the way through. 1 more. Trickle back down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay, this time I'm going to use the arms. So as you roll up through the spine into your bridge, keeping the shoulder blades flat, float the hands up and go back as far as you can without the shoulders coming away from the floor. Keeping your hips up, float the hands back down, trickle back down through the spine. And 2 more, rolling up. Get settled at the top, float the hands, watch the shoulders, arms as far back as you can go. Float once, fall down. The arms, of course, are optional, and again, just keep yourself steady as you go back. And last one, rolling up. And arms floating, shoulders relaxed. The hips up and trickle back down. Okay, bring the knees to your chest, squeeze. And go into a hip roll, arms extended out, shoulders relaxed again. Your feet can be on the floor or they can be in the air, but you must keep your legs together. Allow the legs to go one side and the head turn to the other. Keep the shoulders flat on the floor. Breathe out. And change over to the other side. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe out. And back. Knees to chest. Roll over onto one side. And if you've got a weight, you can use a weight for this one. So first of all, we're going to start off with the hip openers here. Keep the hips very still. Push the knee towards the ceiling and keep your feet together. So the only part that's moving is the knee when you're actually working your thigh bone in the hip socket. Try and get a bit of movement here. 1 more. And then picking up your hand weight, going into a chest opener, float the hand up, follow it with your eye, keeping your legs stuck together. So we're stretching the chest, pecs, and also stretching out the lower back. And last one here. Hold the stretch here, relax the arm. So if you've got a 1.5 kilo weight, this is going to be very, very heavy. So always start with a light weight and work your way up. Unless, of course, you're very used to using heavy weight. So working on the legs again, stem the top leg. You can keep the bottom leg bent for balance. Stem the top leg and just do a few of these in each direction. Scrape the window with the outside edge of your foot. So again, pushing up as far as you can. Just work within your own range and don't force anything. And last one, changing the foot shape, point the toe up towards the ceiling, push down on the heel. Point and push down. And a couple more. One. After this, we go to circles. Moving into the circle, around, change direction, and back, and around. Back. We do one more in each direction. Circle, and back. Good. Quad stretch, grab your ankle, pull the knee back underneath your hip, and just gently stretch out. Okay. Come up into mermaid, and then we'll switch and change to the other side. So hold your weight if you're using it. And then from here we start. I think let's start with the chest opener and then we'll move to the hips. So float the hand up and follow it with the eye all the way down to the floor. Get some space. Last one. Hold the stretch and relax, breathing into the stretch. Across the neck. And back. Moving on to the hips. Gently push the knee up. Remember to keep the pelvis absolutely still. So the only part that's moving is the leg, and the knee is pointing towards the ceiling. Go. So one side might be more inhibited than the other, so don't worry about that. And last one. Okay, going into the window scraping movement. Side edge of the foot, push up, and again, one side may be more free than the other. Push. One, moving into different foot shape, point the toe up towards the ceiling and down in the heel, toe up, push down, up, down. And then from here, moving into your circle, so 3 in each direction. Again, use the space that you've got, and change direction each time. One more. Okay, so if you make that your last one, grab the ankle, quad stretch, and tuck the knee underneath the hip. Remember not to have your knee up towards the air, down underneath the hip, level with the hip. Stretching the front of your leg. So you should feel quite free now, having done all that stretching at the beginning. Okay, up into mermaid, and then we go over onto our front. We do a swan dive prep, and then the rear deltoid squeeze, and then we do a plank. So down onto your front, usual thing. It's such a great exercise for your back. Hand position any way you like that feels comfortable for you, but relax on the floor and let the shoulder blades just slide out towards your elbows. And take a deep breath in, push through the hands, lengthen through the spine, breathe out, shoulder blades down, your back. Just watch those necks, guys. Okay, when you come up, look up, look at the horizon, shoulder blades down, keep them away from your ears, and breathe. Breathe in. Really stretch out. One more time. Good. This time, bring your hands down by your sides and rear deltoid squeeze. Remember, you're cupping the air in your palms on the floor. Your forehead is down and you're completely relaxed. And when you do the exercise, remember to pull your core up 30%, breathe out, and then turn the hands over. So you push the air down. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back and relax. Shoulders relax. 3 more. Really squeeze the triceps. Relax the rest of the body. Work the upper and bring that core up. Don't let it squash down. Do 1 more after this. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. Okay, before we go to plank, let's just do a chance bit of stretch, lengthen away. And then moving into plank, you can obviously lots of different positions, so you know the position that you prefer. Let's start off with the forearms. And going into plank, tuck the toes under, and we'll hold this for about 30 seconds. So if you want a little break, take a break. This is a great strength builder. Keep your core pulled up, so it's not, you mustn't relax the tummy muscles. You've got to keep your lower back supported. So pull the tummy muscles up towards your spine as you hold this for a few more seconds. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then gently knees down, back into child's pose stretch. Okay, last couple of minutes then. From here, we're going to go up into down dog. So hands under shoulders, tuck the toes under, and push your hips up to the ceiling. Lengthen your back, lengthen the legs. Keep the tummy up, head down. Extend your neck up to the ceiling. Really extend that leg. Lower down, change. Extend, push the toes away. And down, back into child's pose stretch. Okay. This time, 1 more down dog. Push up, extension of the legs if you wish. And then gently walk back towards your feet. Slowly roll up to your spine. Nice and easy. And then come up onto your tiptoes for balance. And down. 1 more up onto your toes for balance. Just swing the arms. And that's the end of the session.